Invigorate your body and build heat through this yoga sequence. As it's a Vinyasa flow session, stay connected with your breath, pairing each movement with an inhale or exhale. Let's get started. Stand at the top of your mat with the bases of your big toes touching, heels slightly apart. Bring your hands together in prayer in front of your heart. Lift and spread your toes and the balls of your feet, and then lay them softly down on the mat. Engage your thigh muscles and draw inwards and upwards your kneecaps. Breathe deeply and lengthen your tailbone toward the floor. Draw your pubis toward the navel. Roll your shoulders up and back. Widen your collarbones. Take a few moments here to get present and centered for your practice today. Inhale, extend your arms toward the ceiling. Grow your spine tall and shoulders down and back. On your next exhale, side bend to the right. Gaze up under your left bicep. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, side bend to the left, gaze up under your right bicep. Repeat twice more. Inhale, open up to the right. Keep your hips even. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left, open your chest. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open to the right. Feet stable, exhale, center. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and step back to plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, bend your elbows back, drop your chest and chin. Now point your toes, extend your legs. Inhale, press your hands down and lift your chest in cobra pose. Slowly drawing up, warming up your spine, pressing all the way up if available. Exhale, retuck your toes. With your knees in the mat, press your hands forward, lift your hips back, and slowly come up to downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths here. Shake your head yes, and no, release any tension in your neck. Draw your shoulders down and back as you lift your hips even higher. Palms spread wide. And on your next exhale, lower your knees to the mat. Come to tabletop, point your toes. Then extend your left leg out to your left side. Sole of the foot on the floor. Then lift up. Drop it down. Lift it up. Drop it down, rotating your elbows inward. And again, lift up, hips stable, and drop down. On your next exhale, lower your foot back to the floor. Now walk your hands on the outside of your right knee, beneath your right shoulder. Inhale, root your left foot down and extend your left arm overhead. Then add your right arm, engaging your core for stability. Take a few deep breaths here. Keep your chest open, palms facing each other, extended outwards. Feel the strength and heat growing in your body. Then release your right hand to the mat and stretch from your left foot all the way up to your left fingertips for 5 deep breaths, gate pose. Feel your left side body lengthening. As you breathe, smile, relax your face. Release the tension in your body. Take a few more deep breaths, growing longer. Then lift your torso back to center. Return to tabletop pose and step back to downward facing dog. You might pedal your feet, drawing your heels up and down, bending and straightening your legs. And when you're ready, walk your feet toward your hands. Keep your hands on the floor next to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Clasp the back of your calves. Inhale, press yourself back up to standing and reach your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Release your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and step back to plank pose. Feel the strength in your body and in your breath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, bend your elbows back, drop your chest and chin. Point your toes and extend your legs. Press your hands down. And slowly start to lift your chest in cobra. Come halfway up, then press all the way up, lengthening your belly. Retuck your toes, and with your knees on the mat, press your hands forward, lift your hips back. Downward facing dog. Take a few deep breaths, checking in with your body here. Breathing deeply and slowly. Now when you're ready, lower your knees to the mat and point your toes. Shoulders over wrists. Now extend your right leg out to your right side. Inhale, lift the right leg hip height. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drop, hips remain even. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And exhale, release. lower your right foot onto the floor. Now walk your left hand on the outside of your left knee beneath your shoulder. Inhale, root your right foot down and extend your right arm overhead. Then add the left arm. Engage your core for stability. Don't drop down. You can do it. Have your palms facing each other for a few deep breaths, lengthening your core. And release your hand to the mat beneath your shoulder. Take 5 deep breaths, stretching your right foot all the way up to your right fingers. Keep pressing up, stretching longer. Staying present. Now lift your torso back up to center. Exhale, return to tabletop. Then step back to downward facing dog. Draw your hips up high. Release your neck. On your next inhale, lift your heels and walk your feet toward your hands. Hands remain on the mat. Halfway lift and lower, fold forward. Breathe in deeply. Inhale, press yourself back up to standing. Reach your arms overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant your palms, and step back to plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, drop your knees, bend your elbows, and drop your chest and chin to the mat. Now point your toes, extend your legs. Press your hands down, and when you're ready, breathe in, lift your chest into cobra. Coming up halfway, then pressing all the way up. Exhale, retuck your toes and lift back to downward facing dog. Gaze between your toes. Lift your hips high as you bend and straighten your legs. Stay with your breath. Now exhale, lower your knees to the mat. Make your way to lay on your left side on the mat. Bend your left elbow and rest your head on your left hand for support. Place your right hand in front of your chest. Now flex your feet. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, lift your left leg to meet your right. Take a few breaths here. Engage your core for stability. Lifting your ankles a little higher, then lower down slowly. Repeat 3 more times. Raise your right leg up. Bring your left leg to meet your right. Stay with your breath and slowly lower down. Again, bring your right leg up. Left leg meets the right. See if you can go a little higher this time. And release down. And finally, bring your right leg up, toning your legs, left to meet the right, and slowly release. Now turn and lay on your right side. Bend your right elbow and rest your head on your hand. Left hand comes on the mat in front of the chest for stability. Flex your feet. Inhale. Prepare to lift your left leg up. Exhale. Lift your right leg to meet the left. Breathe deeply. And slowly lower the legs down. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, bring your right to meet the left. Engage your core and slowly release. Inhale, left leg comes up again, a little higher this time. Exhale, right leg comes up. Slowly release. And one last time, left leg comes up, right leg meets it. Hold, engage, and release. Now come to lay on your back. Extend your arms by your sides in the shape of a T, with palms facing down. Inhale, draw your knees toward your chest. Cross your left knee over your right. Exhale, drop your legs toward your right side as you gaze toward your left hand, twisting through your torso. Take a few deep breaths here, reconnecting with each part of your breath and your body. Try to keep your shoulders connected to the mat. Feel a sense of relaxation washing over your body. And inhale, draw your knees back to center. Switch the crossing of the legs. Exhale, drop your legs to your left side and gaze toward your right hand. Deepen your twist as you lengthen your spine. Take a few deep, slow breaths. Enjoying the final moments of your practice today. Inhale, draw your knees back to center. Exhale, uncross the legs. Extend your feet forward and your arms alongside your torso. We've arrived at Shavasana. Allow your feet to fall open and close your eyes. Breathe naturally through your nose. Soften each muscle in your face. Feel your arms and legs relaxing and growing heavier in your body. Feel your belly rising and falling And when you're ready, slowly start to move your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead and roll onto your side. Then come to a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Join your palms in prayer in front of your heart, honoring your body and your practice. Namaste.